Alright, next is C. If you want to play C chord, it's your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then you've got your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then you've got your first finger over here on the 1st fret of the B string. And it sounds like this. And you can see how some of these patterns they're so similar that you can make exercises like switching from A minor to C major. Like you can make up exercises to switch between chords. Just so you can learn how to switch fast with all three. You got to move all your fingers at one time to get to those chords. And so moving on to the next chord, C minor would be, you'd use the bar chord. You'd bring your A minor down to the 3rd fret. There's a C minor. C, the bar chord for C 7th is. But if you're playing country or bluegrass or something like that, and you want to play the C 7th with your, playing the C major chord, and then you put your pinky down on the 3rd fret of the G string, and it sounds like this. And if we have time, we get to the F and G chords. Alright, so this first chord, D, is going to be, you mute these two strings, the first, your 4th and 5th string, the E and the A. You mute those out and you only hit the D. Then you hit your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Your middle finger is on the 2nd string of the E string, and your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string, and it sounds like this. And if you want to do your D minor, you play it like your first finger is on the E string of the 1st fret of the E string. Your your middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the G string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Alright, and then if you wanted to play the D7 up here, you would play it's like the invert of the D chord. You're playing, the pattern is like reversed. You got your first finger on the B string on the 1st fret. Your middle finger is on the 2nd string, on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then your ring finger is on the 2nd fret of the E string. Alright, if you wanted to play the bar chords of that, you would play your D bar chord down here. You could also play the E bar chord, what I call the E string bar chord up here. And your D7th would be, your D minor would be, or your D 7th would be this. Alright. Moving on to the E chord, E major. We're going to start up here. You're going to hit the top string is your E, and then you got your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Your 3rd finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your first finger is on the 1st fret of the G string, and it sounds like this. Alright, You want to play your minor chord to that, you would just lift up your first finger and play the chord with the G open like that. That's your E minor. Alright, next would be your E7th, and the way you would do that is you would pick up your ring finger, and it would be you'd have your middle finger on the second fret of the A string and your first finger on the first fret of the G string, and it'd sound like this. Alright. To do if we went on and moved on up to the high E, the one thing about E is you get a whole lot of variation, because you can go up here. You can also come down to the E down here. We had the bar chord D here. Just move it up 2 frets and you're in E. Right, those are rock chords. The 3 string.